the hand just this once, so death-defying. At least that's how it feels on the inside. Write my name in the sand just this once, so satisfying. Come on and cheat the tide. I feel like I just got in and now I know the end. This might just be an irreversible trend. The floodgates opened and all at once it was terrifying, but it's warm and safe on the inside. And as we stare into the sun, also mesmerizing, exposed, no place to hide. I feel like I just got caught and now I'm at rope's end, another victim of an irreversible trend. Write my name in the sand just this once, so satisfying. Come on and cheat the tide. What we thought we left behind, it all comes back again. We're just followers, it's irreversible.
My name is Simin Badr, and this garden is Altamont Child Development Center garden. We made this garden with children. I was 4 years old and I stayed with my uncle for 2 weeks. The first week was fabulous, but the second week I started crying, I want to go home. And then what my aunt did, she asked me if I wanted to walk and work with the gardener, and I said yes. I don't remember his face, I don't remember his name, but I remember all the action he did and things he taught me. He taught me how to smell by touching the plants, like tomato leaf, and then still the smell is so fresh in my mind, and whenever I eat tomato, I remember him. And the love of gardening started with the gardener. Each part of the garden is made by the help of the children. This part, it was 2010 children who were here, and we planted the azaleas. They are so beautiful. And we have apple trees here too, and we have lilac. Yeah, it smells so good. Children love to take flowers home, and during the year, even during winter time, we have flowers in the garden. The sound of the water and the birds and the flowers and plants, those are senses that gives you happiness, and children will remember during their childhood. Here is our tropical garden. It resembles places that are hot even when it's winter time. We have palm trees, hostas, and fern, and all the trail connect each other from the lower garden to the upper garden. I kept the tree branches children's size to see them instead of look up. Maybe the branches are short for us, but tall for children. Children take different time of the year flowers home. They water them. They know that we need to give them food to be healthy, as they need to eat healthy food. And any vegetable that we plant, we use it part of our snack, and they can take it home. This is our vegetable garden. This year we planted 520 garlic. I tell always parents, like it or not, I promise you that your children will be very good gardeners, and they learn lots of skills, lots of names, lots of plants, how to plant them, how to care for them. Gardening is very important. Children learn math, children learn vocabulary, and helping each other. Everyone enjoys to be in the nature, work in the nature. I try to keep this part as natural as possible, and children can recognize the weeds. Some of them are so beautiful. Some of them smell so good, and we have a place to pick the weeds too, to practice it. We have walnut tree here, we have figs tree, 2 pecans, 2 walnuts. And here is a good spot for hide and seek. Children see the changes that a plant goes through. I believe that through learning gardening, they learn lifelong lessons. And it's such a good, healthy hobby to do it. But just be careful, you might get addicted to it. It's such a untreatable addiction.
And I feel the ocean air. Yes, I feel the ocean air. It's right out there. It's calling, it's calling. Calling, yes, it's calling me back. Calling, calling, it's calling, yes, it's calling me back. It's calling, 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 yes, it's calling me back home. Calling me back home.
Hello, I'm Mary. I'm from Cascadia.
Hi, hello, I am Simrin and I represent Cascadia Society for Social Working. It's an organization where people of different abilities get a chance to explore their creative potential. And this is one of the
Our
communal
art pieces.
that we're sharing with you today.
Yes, we are.
So there were around 35 people involved in the making of this art piece. And so we did different textile techniques: printing, stamping, painting, resist, block printing, embroidery, stitching. So we experimented with lots of textile techniques. And then we cut up those strips of fabric, and it was basically using all recycled material, old bed sheets, old tablecloths, old laces, pants, whatever we could lay our hands on. And we sort of recycled those materials, played with colors, played with techniques, and then stitched up those pieces together to create something which is representative of water. So this beautiful project here is actually another communal piece. It was done by members of our organization and other members of the community. So we were lucky enough to engage in arts in the park. So we could go take our companions and co-workers and set up at Mahon Park over the summer of 2019. Prior to this whole experience of outdoor art, we were engaged in a Urudbi production of a fairy tale called The Queen Bee. So the Queen Bee that you see here. And that story had a few characters like the ducks, and it had ants, and it had all these pearls. And of course, we were also studying The Green Man, which is a poem about different types of trees. We were studying about bees, how important they are to our ecology, and how they share a relationship with the trees. So that was the basic idea behind this project.
It's really fun. We did a lot of this. It's really hard work of doing this.
So every summer we come up with a theme, and then we try to make up a project dedicated to that theme, and trying to use more natural elements and trying to recycle and repurpose materials and to make something beautiful out of it. So this is our latest project, which we started last summer. Some of our gardeners went to this workshop by David Suzuki, and he was doing this butterfly lane project, which was to inspire people to grow more butterfly attracting plants in their gardens. And so apparently the population of butterflies is going down, so we want to generate a more nice environment so that the butterflies come back. So our gardeners take care of the roundabouts near our area where Cascadia is located, and they grew a lot of plants which attract butterflies. And so we, with our companions, started studying these plants. And when we studied these plants, we made some drawings. And we have some really artistic and very creative people who did beautiful drawings of these butterfly attracting plants.
Butterflies attracted to lavender, calendia, black eye Susan, borage, dandelions, they like magnolias, and everything. It's a fun thing to do, to make. And it's really hard work to get this on the canvas.
And then everybody crafted their own butterflies, and we suspended the butterflies onto the garden.
The one I colored was this butterfly here on a string. I went with some pearls on it. I can do the butterfly sign though.
Let's see. That's very good.
I love doing butterfly art with Simrin and everybody else.
And we love making art together, and we are very, very proud to share it with you.
Yeah, to share with you.
With all stops, all stops, all stops.
Ewan hat and squallowin teetsits, Nathan Chemia Kashaman, Allison Queen Sna, Tenachin Kla Hamulchison, O Hameo, Skoho Me Shoth, Anwanok Squallowin, Eotin Sequetals. My ancestral name is Chohemia. My given name is Allison. I come from the village of Capilano from the Squamish Nation. Feels really good in my heart to be here, and all my relations. I'm a Salish wool weaver. Traditionally, these pieces were made from mountain goat wool, but I'm a bad hunter, so I get my stuff from the local stores here in the community. These are all made from sheep's wool, and they're hand dyed. I love purples and turquoise and the natural tones in this piece here. This is one of my favorite personal shawls that I have. because it showcases all the different types of weavings that our people in the Squamish community use, and you wear it just over your shoulders and it keeps you nice and warm. And then you can do a spin. I love the fringe because it really helps emphasize the dancing and the movements with the songs that we have. I have been weaving for over a decade. My connection to the Squamish-Lil'wat Cultural Center in Whistler brought in Master Weaver, Chief Janice George, and Buddy Joseph. They were the ones who got me started right away, showing me these basic techniques, and I've been going ever since. Until recent years, I've actually done a full practicum with my mentors for 3 months, and they were able to show me all of the tips and tricks and techniques that I wasn't able to find out through my own research. This is one of the pieces that I created that represents the mountain patterns done in this twine weaving technique. I like to incorporate many different colors using this piece that are from the land and natural. So on the back side, you can see this woman is wearing a red dress. And so I created this red dress weaving to remember all the missing and murdered Indigenous women that are found or not found all throughout our communities here in BC and around the world. Dream catchers are one of my favorite things to create because I have a lot of family and a lot of nieces and nephews, and dream catchers keep them safe at night. When I create these pieces, I'm putting all my love and good energy into every piece and every weave that I do, creating this inner web. This web here catches all of the bad dreams and only lets the good dreams come to the sleeper below through the feathers. At first light, the sun comes, hits the dream catcher, burns away any of those negative dreams that could impact the sleeper below. Our Squamish people originally did not create dream catchers, but through marriage and trade, it has become something very prominent within our culture, and it's something that we can all connect to. Weaving has always been such a passion of mine, and I know that you can weave with so many materials. Our people would use salmon leather, buckskin, and all sorts of pieces to weave with. So these pieces, like this one here, is made from buckskin and copper woven together to make this beautiful bracelet. And I recently learned how to make fish leather. So all of these pieces here are all hand-done salmon skin leather that I did myself. I've also done paper weaving, tape weaving. I weave everything. Here we are in the garden, and I have my pieces hung all around. It is so inspiring and so magnificent to be able to be surrounded by such beauty and incorporate my artwork within. I love it here. Chenkwa Mentomi makes my heart feel glad.
Now as 5 rolls around, I grab the coat and my hat inside the elevator P42. I see the girl from the 6 take my mind from the paper back from riots or an African coup. I'll say goodnight to the doorman as he just starts to shift his evening lunch pack 15 odd years. The security seeks is in a blue uniform. I drop my glasses when I reach for my keys. And I'm driving home and I'm living in a world of my own. But I'm lost while the 401 keeps moving on. I make my way through the traffic and a bad accident. Somebody's dying, I'm with an account. I see the ambulance file through the red and the rain. I turn to listen, but I don't hear a sound. You see the radio's on, playing some old song that I remember when I was a kid. I used to sing it when I run around delivering news. The vision ended when I got to the bridge. Well, I'm driving home and I'm living in a world of my own. I'm lost while the 401 keeps moving on. Well, what am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to see when all that's in front of me is open road? Now the home light's shining with a good sense of time, and I arrive and just as dinner is served. With an unconscious smile that raises on my brow, I hear lows and I don't utter a word. Because tonight's the night's gonna be alright. Watch the game and have a couple of drinks. I'm feeling so much better when I'm moving gone. I feel much better when I don't have to think. And I'm driving home and I'm living in a world of my own. But I'm lost with a 401 keeps moving on, moving on, moving on, moving